Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is the start of the first day, pretty much, because yesterday didn't really count, seeing that we got here at like 10. So, yeah, we're in Warsaw. I've just had my breakfast, which was fire. I'll put it up, I'll just put little snippets up. It was so cheap. It was about £5.30, I believe. You got orange juice, you got 3 pieces of bread with some butter, and you got a Polish warm breakfast, or hot breakfast should I say, and it had bacon, really nice sausages, eggs, mushrooms, lots of tomatoes and salad. It was so good. We are in Warsaw. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling energised. Yeah, we are here. I did want to go up, you probably can't see it, but it's a big building over that way. But I'm not going to go in yet because it's very foggy, so there's not going to be much point. I'm going to wait until it's a bit less foggy, but yeah, still got a lot of stuff planned. There's a couple museums. There's a train museum and I believe it's like an occupation museum, which I probably won't film a lot of because it's just out of respect, but I might put a couple little snippets in. But yeah, I'm excited. It's not actually that cold. It's been snowing a lot, but it's not been snowing while I've been here, but there's snow everywhere. And that building up there is the Palace of Culture. So a couple of facts on the Palace of Culture. It was a gift from the Soviet Union in 1955, I believe, and it's sort of a Stalinist style of building, as you can see. It has that very Soviet feel to it. I wouldn't say it's quite brutalist, but it is definitely Soviet style, Stalin style. But yeah, it was a gift, and it remains one of Poland's largest buildings, I believe. Not the largest, because the largest in the EU is in Poland, it's in Warsaw, and I think it's one of these here. I'm not sure which one it is, but it is still very impressive. It is very, very impressive. It sort of reminds me of the building that's in Riga. I believe that's I think it's a Palace of Culture as well. But it looks very similar to it. I'll put a picture up if I can find one, but yeah, very cool. Also, one more thing about the Palace of Culture is that up there, it's actually a viewing deck that goes all the way around. And I believe it's about a £5, which isn't that bad, because I think it's called the High Line or whatever. It's the biggest building in the EU, one of these. That's about, I think it's like a tenner, so it's double. And that is still very high. So yeah, I think I might do both. And then I can tell you, should you pay the extra for the tallest building in the EU, or should you just go up the Palace of Culture? Because then you're saving pretty much half the price of what it would cost to go up the highest building in the EU. But yeah, very cool building. Very, very cool. So, we are at the metro and we're going to be going to one of the museums that I was telling you about. It's not the Occupation Museum because I think you need a bit more time for that one, and I have to check out at 12. So I have like 2 hours to get there, do the museum and come back. So that won't be enough time. So I'm going to the other museum, which is a railway museum, which won't take as long, but I'll be able to film more of it than the Occupation Museum. So yeah, we're going to get on the metro and I'll see you guys there. There it is. I need to find the entrance first, but should be easy. I think it'll just be around here, hopefully. If anybody's seen Polar Express, you know exactly how this room operates. If you're a loyal Polar Express watcher, you know exactly how everything works in here. You could do this in your sleep. But no, this is pretty cool. Pretty amazing, to be fair. Amazing. Right, look at this one. It has a propeller on the back, I don't know why, and it has this which almost looks like some sort of plough, or I'm not sure what it's for. But then it's like a normal, it's a big but very normal looking locomotive, but on the front, looks like it has a plough or something. So it's some sort of, it's a Swiss Army knife of trains, I guess. I have no idea what the propeller's for. I mean, I don't see it going in the water, but who knows? Who honestly knows? Maybe it can. So, we've just finished up in the train museum, And you know what, I really liked that. There was a lot more than I actually thought there was going to be. So, would I recommend it? 100%. It was only a £5, and you might think, oh well, in York you can go to a train museum for free, and that's true, but it's just different types of trains, because that is it's all indoors and stuff, so all the trains are pristine, in perfect condition. They don't look as wear and tear as that, but there's not as many, and these have different types, and there's a massive inside bit as well, so it's just different. And for a £5, it's worth it while you're here. I'd come and do it. You could spend it, I'd do it again, definitely. I'd do it again, but you could spend at least an hour, 2 hours there. I spent about an hour. I got run over. Hello. We are back, and it's been a while since I last recorded. I think I was on the way back from the museum, so I came back. I checked out, went to McDonald's, had a coffee, and yeah, I'm having to carry the bag around because I can't check in till 3 and there's nowhere to drop the bags off, which is great. But never mind that. We've got some sights to see. While I'm walking to the first site, this has just appeared. This amazing, beautiful church. So yeah, I thought I'd whip the camera out. But the whole street itself is really cool. It's just really old, cool buildings. But yeah. This is one of the main streets in the whole of Warsaw, and it's really cool. I imagine it's even better with all like Christmas lights and stuff, but there's still some decorations up. I don't know if it's just a thing they have up all the time or in winter season, or they just can't always take them down. Yeah, it's really nice. And the vibe here itself is really chill. I like it a lot. It's chill and just enjoyable. You feel very safe, which is what you want to feel when you come in anywhere, especially when you're going abroad. You don't want to feel like you're going somewhere that's really dodgy and you don't feel safe in. But yeah, the first stop is the tomb of the unknown soldier, which I'll tell you a bit more when we get to it. So we're at our first place that I want to tell you about, and it is the memorial of the tomb of the unknown soldier, which is basically a tomb that just commemorates all the fallen in World War I, because a lot of them were unknown. You just don't know who they are. Some of them you couldn't even find their bodies or whatever. So it's just to pay respects and just to commemorate all the soldiers. I don't know if I'm going to go up and film it, but it is there because there's some guards guarding it and there's a fire. So we are in what looks like a main square, and it is really cool. So I believe that's a church, and it just goes all around. Look at the buildings, they're just amazing. It's so colourful and just I don't know, there's no other words but amazing. It's really good. And there's a little Warsaw sign, I believe. You know, the ones that they have in all the cities. And there's it looks like a little trail thing there for kids or families, which is good. So, I am in a carriage with a horse, But never mind that. More importantly, I am next to the Polish royal castle, I believe. And it was built in the 14th century, and it housed the Polish monarchs, which, I mean, it is definitely fit to be hosting monarchs, so yeah, it's an interesting fact. But obviously it got damaged in World War II, and since then it's just been repurposed to sort of, it's still a castle, but it's more of a museum castle. But yeah, it's an interesting fact about one of the sites. You can see it in the background. Yeah, this is cool. Just sit here and chill. This square is amazing. I love it. I can't believe they've got a Christmas market. Sort of like a Christmas market. There's not a ton of stalls or anything. There's just a few drink stalls and a food stall, and ice skating obviously, but I'm still surprised because it's got all the Christmas decorations up. I don't know if it's a Polish thing, but I'm not complaining. Okay, it's amazing. That was a nice surprise. So we are at our next stop, which is the Barbican or Barbican. I'm not sure the pronunciation, but it's basically the outer defence walls of the old town, and it's from the 16th century, but it was reconstructed in the 20th century. But nevertheless, look at it, it is so cool. It's just amazing. And the snow just makes it even more medieval and special. It'd always be amazing if you came whenever, but I think the snow setting on all the roofs and down here on the moat, it just makes it even better. So I'm gonna go inside of it and just show you the little bits inside. So the next stop, which is a very, very important one, like the one earlier with the tomb of the unknown soldier, this is the uprising monument which commemorates all the people, the brave people who just took to arms and fought against the Germans in 1944. That's when the uprising happened, and yeah, it's a really, really cool monument. Just it's so intriguing how it's done, and the architecture is brilliant on it. And they're massive, they are huge, and the building behind it's really, really interesting as well. But yeah, there's soldiers all there, looks like they're pulling, sort of like dragging maybe the weight or whatever, the people. But yeah, it is brilliant. But yeah, that's a very important landmark to look at. And it tells you, a little sign there that tells you all about it. But then there's also, I believe that's a church, yeah? An amazing church. This is why I love Europe. You can honestly walk down any street and there'd be amazing architecture here, or an amazing church there, or a really cool monument, interesting monument there. So you're always going to have something to look at.
Następny przystanek Królewski.
Welcome guys, I have made it to the next room for the night, and that was such a palaver. The most unclear, annoying instructions ever, but we're here and we made it. So, it's a bit bigger than last night's room. It's nice. But I think the best thing is the balcony, but especially the view from the balcony. Look at that. So, we've come out of the hotel now and we're off to get some food because I'm not eating since breakfast and I'm starving, and we're off to this really nice looking traditional Polish restaurant. So, it's just down the road, about 5 minutes maybe less, but there is some cool buildings here. That's the tower we're going to be going up there. It's also the tallest building in the EU, as I've mentioned. So yeah, let's get to some food. I've got some insane food. So I've got some pierogi, which is dumplings with feta cheese and spinach. I've got some pancakes, but the potato pancakes with grilled cheese. And then this is some sort of meat wrapped in cabbage, I think, with tomato sauce. And I've got some juice. Yeah, that looks amazing. So let's try some of the dumpling. Oh, it's so good. That is amazing. That gets a thumbs up from me. I've tried the smoked cheese potato pancakes. Wow. Amazing. Last thing, I'm going to tell you how much all this costs, because you will not believe it. You'll not believe me, you'll be like, no, you're lying. But I'll show you the receipt, don't worry. Look at that. It's unique, but it's really nice. You got cabbage wrapped in. No, is it cabbage? Yeah, I think it's cabbage wrapped in. That's wrapped around meat that is in a tomato sauce. It's just strange, but it's really good. Thumbs up. So all this was £11, all of it. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat all this, but we'll give it a go. I've not eaten anything since breakfast, so we'll give it a shot. So we had lunch, well dinner, which was amazing, and now we have come to the old town to see what it's like at night, because there was just tons of lights everywhere. So yeah, let's have a little look. that's all lit up over there, like the sign and the little children's light up thing. I don't know what it was, but these horse and carriages are lit up, which I was sat in earlier, and they're pretty cool. I think just having lights on it just brings more vibes out, definitely. It brings it to life. It's amazing. Honestly feels like it's still Christmas. Like if you told me, oh, when's this filmed? I would never have guessed, oh, it's in February. It is literally Christmas. Look at it. But I mean, I'm not complaining because it definitely makes the vibe better. And I don't know, you just feel happier, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking rubbish, but yeah, amazing. So we have got one of the best alcoholic drinks ever. Definitely one of the best Christmas drink or festive drink. Some mulled wine or gloggy, glühwein, whatever your way of saying mulled wine is, but cheers. No, that's not bad. That's pretty nice. It's not too strong. You get a nice taste. And it's a bit hot, to be fair. It could do with being a few degrees cool, but apart from that, it's pretty perfect. And a perfect setting. What more could you want?